What's up, everybody? So, since yesterday, I've been doing some research, been on the Facebook page, Dr. Robert Morris's page. Been listening and learning and asking questions. And I got a whole lot of information I want to share with y'all. Just want to apologize right off the bat for anybody who's watching this that I have low energy right now. I haven't eaten or drinking anything. Well, it was a 35-hour dry fast that I did. I woke up in the middle of the night at like 2 or 3 a.m. down 3 water bottles because I was just like, I couldn't go to sleep. I was so irritated. My legs were just, I could feel the stagnation of the lymph in my legs, and it was causing me to feel like crap. So I think because of my lungs and I think because my thymus is starting to detox now, that because of that's happening, a lot of energy is going there instead of my lungs. So it's hard for me to breathe, to be honest. It takes a little effort. But I have been experiencing a lot of healing effects a lot lately. Like the first day of my fast, I punched the door, and it's been healing pretty fast. Yeah, I punched the door. I was full of fight or flight hormones and adrenal hormones and stuff like that. So, like I said, I'm sorry if I don't sound super loud. It's because I'm really weak. Got my grape juice. I got a big old bag today. It made probably, I would say 3 cups, 2 or 3 cups of grape juice. And as soon as I started drinking it, felt so much better. To be honest, I farted really loud. And I felt great. So I think what it is it's my excretory system is getting backed up. So let me go dive into this information. I've got actually a lot here. I've got a whole page of stuff. So I forget her name. I think it's Holly. She lives in Hawaii. She tested my theory on getting her kidneys to filter. She jumped on a jumper for a little bit, and it caused her to filter. If you see the picture on the post, on my post, she posted another picture side by side, and one of them is it doesn't look super concentrated. It doesn't look super concentrated. It looks like it looks like normal pee, like regular yellow pee with a whole bunch of cloud in it. So if you're doing a detox, a dry fast, totally recommend going on a light run. Just do something like a mile. Go do a mile, run. What that does, the reason why running works is because your thymus is that's the gland that's related to the lymph system. But the thymus doesn't have a heartbeat like your heart does. And the reason why your blood flows through your body is because of that heartbeat. Your thymus doesn't have a heartbeat. So when you're moving, when you're literally running and moving, you're the heartbeat. So you're stimulating the flow of the lymph. And if you go outside and it's hot outside, your internal body temperature will go up. So it will allow that lymph to kind of loosen up, because it's made of it's got cholesterol and white blood cells in it. So what is cholesterol? It's fat. So if fat is cold, guess what happens? It like hardens. But if your body's burning energy and your body temperature is high, then it's going to be a liquid. So that's why I recommend running, for those 2 reasons. So don't just drink regular water. Don't just drink regular water. Drink alkaline water. Now, oh yeah, getting this shit jumping in your body. You're right. So I got the question here: why grape juice instead of just water? Well, grape juice has a whole bunch of it's got astringent qualities in it. It's got vitamins, minerals. Basically, the and I'm going to get into this in just a second, but the kind of sugar that's in grape juice is what you want to look out for. The reason why people get diabetic is because they eat starches all day for sugar. So they're eating glucose instead of fructose. Glucose molecule is ginormous compared to a tiny little fructose molecule. The reason why you need so much insulin in your body, the reason why you need it is because the molecule is so big that the cell can't actually put it inside of it. So it needs help from insulin. So that's why everything starts in the liver and the kidneys, is because if your insulin goes up, then your pancreas is having to work out that hormone, because that's what insulin is. It's a hormone. So if you're producing it all the time, then you're eventually gonna use all of it up. It's like your thyroid. If you don't clean your lymph system and take care of your body, your thyroid will start to become overactive, and you'll start getting lumps, bumps on your thyroid. It's the same reason why you need to stop eating sucrose or glucose. Eat fructose. But yeah, grape juice instead of water, just because it has a cleansing effect and astringent qualities, and it's got a lot of minerals. So not only, like, for instance, like last night, if I would have woke up and had grape juice in the freezer, I would have totally drank that, and I would have felt night and day different. But because I didn't, I had to suffer, and I pushed myself a little bit, and hopefully later on when I go and pee, I'll see a whole bunch of sediment and stuff, which means I'm filtering. So third thing I want to talk about is glucose versus fructose, and I kind of already touched up on it. Glucose molecules are so big. Glucose comes from glycogen, okay, which is stored energy, which can be in the form of fat. It also is starches, so like potatoes, pasta, rice. These are complex carbohydrates. So it's a sugar molecule, but it's like there's a whole bunch of little chemical bonds. Yeah, I would recommend doing that, because that's what's in the GI broom. Mix that with grape juice, and it'll help pull all the shit out of your asshole. Like, that's the problem. Like, most diseases start in the butt. Like, for real. Anal cancer, ass cancer is one of the worst things that you can get. But it's super popular because of the diet that Americans have. Yeah. You're right. Cleaning the body, it helps really clean the body, because what it does is, with the grape juice, what's an astringent? Do you know what an astringent is? An astringent, okay, so you know when you like eat a lemon, you get that. That's exactly what your insides are doing in your intestines. They're doing, like, as soon as the liquid goes through, like, this is the hole, it shrinks up, like, because it's literally the astringent quality just pulls it, because of the magnet, because of the high pH of lemon juice, and because the high pH of grape juice. It's so astringent. What that really means is it's got a high magnetic charge. So as it's going through your system, it's literally pulling all that shit out of the side walls of your stomach, or not of your stomach, of your intestines and your large intestines and your butthole. So as soon as that bentonite clay and that GI broom goes through and gets into your defecator machine, it'll start to pull all that gunk off the side, and you could just take that and throw it away by taking a dump. But that's important. I would definitely do that. So that's glucose versus fructose. Fructose is so much smaller. Glucose molecules are so much bigger. The reason why people need to be fruitarians, and the reason why people don't know what they're talking about, is because they've never tried being a fruitarian. They don't know anything about insulin. If you knew anything about insulin, you would realize that the worst thing that you can put in your body is glucose. Because as soon as you start spiking your insulin, that's when all the trouble starts. You don't want to spike your insulin. You want to keep it down. So eat the foods that don't require insulin to, bring the energy into the cell. So, fourth one, drinking grape juice replenishes energy and keeps the body in a fasted state. Let me explain this. The reason why you can drink grape juice and still call it fasting is because what fasting is it's literally you're taking all of your normal body processes that you would normally spend energy on, and you're turning them off, turning them completely off. And when you drink juice, because the juice is already so small, because when you juice something, it's the water, it's got mostly water in it and the nutrients and stuff like that, it's already all broken down. So you don't need digestive juices or enzymes from the pancreas or the liver, or you don't need any help from the body to digest it. So it just literally, it's like water, it just goes right through you. It doesn't turn on the digestive system at all. So that's why it's so important. But number two, it's really important as well, not just because it doesn't use any energy, but because of what's in it. It has fructose molecules in it, which everybody knows. Once the fructose goes into your large and small intestines, there's these little villi, like little vacuums, that go to the lymph and the bloodstream. And what their job is to literally just suck all the nutrients out of what you're eating. That's why it's important to break it down. That's why your body has a digestive system, to break it down so that it can literally suck those nutrients through the bloodstream and the lymph. So you get a whole lot of energy while still staying in a fasted state. So when you're fasting, you're using a lot of energy to cleanse, right? But because you're using a lot of energy to cleanse, you don't have any more. That's why it's important to drink grape juice and put that stuff into your body. Number 4. Now, most people will dry fast, or they will water fast, or grape fast. I recommend doing both. I want you to dry fast as long as you can. Like I tell everybody to start off at 12 hours, but you don't have to do 12. You can do 24, 35. I did 35 last night, okay? Or I ended mine last night, it was 35. But after that's done, because now the kidneys, they've been given some time to do their other job, which is to filter the blood, and not filter what you've been eating, but filter all the stuff out of the blood and the lymph. So now that that's happening, since the blood you're not having to put anything in the blood, and now it's all about cleaning the lymph and the kidneys and filtering all that stuff out, now your body has energy, and it can do that. So once you do that for 35 hours, you need to drink some water, drink some fruit juices to kind of cool your system down, because your kidneys are going to be your kidneys are the one thing while you're cleansing that is super hot and uses the most energy, because they're the reason why people are sick or not sick. That's the first step in cleaning your blood, is the kidneys. So that's why that's so important. You gotta flush them. You do it with grape juice or alkaline water. Thank you, Malik. I appreciate you, brother. You were talking about pH earlier. I'm going to cut back to that because I figured something out along with what Holly was talking about with running. That is the reason why I had so much sediment in my piss. It's going to blow your mind. Trust me. I posted a video and I'll refer to it in just a minute. So dry fasting versus grape fast. I like dry fasting first and then grape fasting, because if you've ever grape fasted or fruit fasted, you've realized that it took 30 to 2 months to 3 months to 6 months to actually see any kind of filtration or anything. With dry fasting, it's like boom, 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 boom. Like my friend Antonio, he messaged me. He was like, dude, this is fun. Like, it is fun because it's shorter. You're not having to not do what you want to do. It's like you're doing everything in a concentrated amount of time, which is awesome. Alright, so the breakdown of what's in grape juice. Now, grape juice is mostly water, mostly fructose molecules. So when you're putting it into your body, you have the blue color of the water, and then you have whatever color of the grape itself. So the reason why grapes are so awesome and powerful is because it's got all the good energy and the good electrolytes inside of it. So it's like good water. It's not just basic water that doesn't have any nutrients or anything in it. So when you're putting it into your body, like your body's going to be satiated. It's going to have everything that it needs, and it can go back to the fasted state a little bit better. But yeah, the water content of foods is the reason why you feel good. Holly yesterday was saying that she noticed that when she was eating watermelon and grapes, that's the only time that she would filter. But when she started eating, what did she say, mangoes, she stopped filtering. And the reason why is because mangoes, on the light spectrum, is a liver and a pancreas food. So it's one of those foods that you eat that if you're really, really acidic, like those people that have thyroid cancer, any kind of cancer, those people would love all these yellow and orange fruits because of the not only because of the minerals and stuff that's in it, but because of the digestive enzymes. And digestive enzymes help the overall detoxing process, especially when you have a lot of fat on you, because fat holds toxins. But yeah, the reason why that is because the pH of the fruit was a lot lower. Mangoes aren't as high in pH as grapes and melons because of the water content and because of what's in them. And I cannot wait until these mosquitoes stop fucking biting me. When I did a 7-day grape fast before, that's the one cool thing that I recognize is I went out in my porch, and there's normally bad mosquitoes, but I didn't get bit once. They were biting everybody else. And the reason why is because they couldn't smell any acidic in the blood, any acidity. Because think about it, what are insects and bugs for? When you shoot a deer in the wild, who's the first one to the deer? It's always going to be the flies and the gnats. They know that shit because they live that shit, okay? So that's why I think about mosquitoes as a confirmation. So if they're biting somebody that I already know is acidic, I'm like, all right, that's good enough. I don't need to know anymore. I'm going to try to finish. I got 4 or 5 more little points, and then I'm going to scroll through the comments and answer any questions. So, number, I guess, what is this, 8, 9? Sip it. Don't down it. Don't down it. Just sip it. Now, if you've been dry fasted for like 35 hours like me, take a big old swig. Your body will suck it all up, I promise. But you got to give your body time to suck up that nutrients inside of it. Because if you don't, you're going to have diarrhea. And it's going to go right through you, right in and out of you. You're not even going to be able to absorb it. It's going to go in and out of you. You don't want that. The cool thing about drinking juices that have minerals and everything in it, or drinking water that has minerals, is your body has villi in the stomach or in the intestines, and those villi act like vacuums, and they literally suck water soluble and fat soluble nutrients. So water goes in, no problem. Minerals go in, no problem. The only thing that don't go in, no problem, is glycogen and protein, amino acids. These things have to be broken down and processed and pulled through whenever. I really don't think we need amino acids or proteins. I really think fruits is all we need because we can create our own. You know how DNA replicates itself? It splits into an RNA and it duplicates itself. It doesn't need any amino acids. Your body creates it by itself. Just saying. Now, digestion is, like I said, digestion is only for protein and carbs. Anything that can be broken down. So the reason why grape juice is so good and alkaline water and pH water is so good is because your body doesn't need to turn on the digestive processes. The only thing your body turns on the digestive processes for is for things that it needs to break down into water-soluble and fat-soluble nutrients so that it can pull it into the body. Can you break down proteins or amino acids into water-soluble or fat-soluble nutrients? That's a question I want y'all to go look up, and I want y'all to message me the answer that you get. It's important that you look up this question. Don't do it now, though. Do it later. The water content is important for the pH. Now, if you notice, there's a lot of the high alkaline fruits have a lot of water content in them. And the reason why is because the color blue is what water is. So if you look at the chakra systems or the pH system, blue is one of the higher pH colors. So if you see the purples, the blues, those are all the fruits that you want to eat. Like I would eat blue grapes before I eat any other grapes. I would eat blueberries before I eat any other berry. I would eat anything that has. I wish I had ultraviolet glasses so that I can look at the fruits through an ultraviolet lens, because if some of them are glowing in those ultraviolet lenses, oh yeah, watermelon, yeah, do that one. Color of fruit tells me your pH. Okay, so I want y'all to do me a favor. This is the one question I'm going to ask. There's only 2 people watching, but anybody else that watches later, I want y'all to listen to this question. And when I ask this question, I don't want you to say anything. I want you to imagine the thing that I'm telling you to imagine, okay? So let's say that you're walking down the street, you look down, you see a box that says fruit. You open it up, you see one fruit inside of it. I didn't tell you what fruit that you saw. I didn't tell you which one. You imagined a specific fruit in your brain. You know why? Because you have a God quality inside of you that has this thing called intuition. Intuition comes from God that is within you. So whatever fruit that you just thought of, I want you to write it down. Malik, is yours blue? Bessie, is yours blackberries? Are those the 2 fruits that y'all saw when I asked that question? Exactly. You're right. It is deep. Mangoes. And guess what? Isn't your digestive system compromised? Don't you have insulin problems? Don't you have digestive issues? Right? You know what I'm saying? Malik, you're kind of a little bit higher in pH than Miss Bessie is. But that's only because, of what you've done with your life. Watermelon has a high water content, so your throat chakra and your pituitary gland are like what you need to be talking about or focused on. So you possibly could be experiencing what are they called? Premonitions. You could possibly be experiencing. You possibly could be a singer. Yeah, is mine. Yep. You possibly could be a good singer because blue and indigo indigo is the color of the pituitary, and then blue is this one. So if you like blue colored foods, and watermelon, I would say it's got a kind of a pink to it, so it could be like ultraviolet. So you could have all 3 of those things, which is really cool. We got 3 people watching now. Whoop, whoop. All right, so. Yeah, but remember that for next time. I'm telling you, it's crazy. I'm telling you. Imagine a fruit. Open a box. Inside the box, you see a fruit. What fruit is it? That's the fruit you need to eat. I'm telling you. Malik, look at me. I can predict the future. You know why? Because it's the grape juice. Once you start detoxing your body, you start getting all the stuff out of your body that doesn't need to be there. Then all your chakra systems start spinning like they're supposed to. And they spin from the bottom up. So if, Bessie, because of your digestive system, you have this yellow and orange. Well, I would say it's the yellow one. Yeah, yellow. The yellow chakra in your body isn't spinning like it should be. It should be freaking spinning like crazy. So what I would recommend for you is maybe drink some mango juice or pineapple juice. Maybe that'll help you filter without having super amazing detox symptoms like I had last night. But if you don't mind those symptoms, I would definitely recommend doing grape juice with lemon because it's literally the best. It's the best one. Out of all the fruits, it's the best one that you can do. Blue grapes. All right, so my secret to my sediment, my secret to what I showed y'all on that page where it's got over 100 comments and over, I think, around 50 likes, the thing that I feel changed me and got me filtering compared to everybody else is a product that I sell. I just wanted to try it, and I'm so glad that I did. It's called X2O. What it is, okay, let me teach y'all something real quick about pH. What is pH? It's the percent of hydrogen. So the lower the pH, the higher the concentration of hydrogen. The higher the pH, the lower concentration of hydrogen. The reason why they say to drink grape juice and stuff like that is because it's got a high oxygen content, which means it's a high oxidator. So cancer is where, okay, so you have these free radicals because of cancer from the acidity. And these are like tiny little molecules, and they insert themselves in specific spots. And to get those out, you start taking in oxidators. which is oxygen, or fruits that have high oxygen content, or high water content with a high amount of oxygen in it. So I have a video that I commented. If you just scroll down on my feed, it's by Denson Taylor. It's a really, really cool video. I promise you'll love watching it. But this is a product that I sell. What it is it's like a little tea bag packet. You put it in water, any kind of water, rainwater, water that you get in a lake. I wouldn't really go to that extent. Any clear water that you find, put it in there, shake it up. What the filter is going to do, it's literally going to suck out all the hydrogen, and it's going to keep the oxygen. So when what I did was, the first day, I drank one bottle full with X2O, shook it up, drank it, and then I drank some grape juice. I filtered a little bit. Then the next day, I did 3 bottles of water with X2O in each one, and then a lot of grape juice, and I pissed, and there was so much freaking sediment, I couldn't even believe it. I didn't even think about X2O, but I'm 100% confident that and running is the reason why I started filtering a whole lot more than the average person does. So if you want a secret to filtering dry fast, go check out my X2O. You can go to my website. I got it all linked and everything on my page. Go to my website, go to retail, put in your country. You can get a free sample if you want, or you can just buy it. It's up to you. But I can send you a free sample. All you have to do is pay shipping at $7. Message me and I'll send it to you, okay? But I'm telling you, this stuff works. It's amazing. That grape juice with a little bit of water, dry fasting, and sipping it when you're done, so that you give your body a chance to suck it in. Because think about this. Can you flood the grass by putting too much water on it? You can't. But if you put in a little bit at a time, give it a chance to sink before you water it again, let it even out, let it the areas around utilize that water, it's okay. You can do that. That's why it's important to sip it instead of drinking it. I want these mosquitoes to stop biting me. Alright, so yeah, that's all the things that I had. I had a lot of little topics that I talked about today, or in this video. Now I'm going to kind of scroll through and answer any questions. Malik, you want some pizza, huh? Bro, I love pizza, bro. I can't wait till my 30-day fast is done, because I'm going to start intermittent fasting. Now, I'm still going to dry fast. That's the thing. I'm going to intermittent dry fast every single day after the 30 days. So that means that I can start to eat anything that I want, because I'll have that buffer system after the 30 days. And if I start to notice that I'm feeling a lot shittier, then I'll just detox again. So intermittent fasting, like 18 hours, 20 hours of no eating or drinking, and then 4 hours of eating and drinking, and do that every day. I'll do that every day, and then every year I'll do either a 2-week, I don't know if I'll do a 2-week or a month detox like I'm doing right now with the dry fasting. But definitely I can't wait to eat pizza. I'm telling you, I can't wait. But I want to fix my face first. Oh, crazy symptoms. Just now I realized how amazingly energized I was. So if y'all are watching this video, watch the beginning, compare it to now. It's totally different, and that's because I'm drinking grape and lemon juice, and it's all the energy is finally getting into my cells. It's giving me the energy to be the person I want to do. Now I feel like I can go to work today. Earlier I felt like complete crap. I can't even describe it. But some of my symptoms, okay, or not my symptoms, some of the things that I'm noticing is in my eyes. Okay, so in this eye, if you notice right there, you can see like some black, and that's because of in iridology that teaches you that it's your lungs. But I'm telling you, it was black as shit when I first started, black as it could be, and now it's like lighting up, which is amazing. Another thing, if you notice, the blue in my eye, there's like a white cloud over it. Now that white cloud has slowly got worse since I've been detoxing, and that's great because what that tells me is that it's starting to drain. My lymph system is starting to drain. I feel it's amazing. I can't even describe it. Cold front coming tonight. Mosquitoes will be gone. I need to turn my phone. Blake chat later. Thanks. Yeah, thank you, Bessie. Thank you for coming and watching. I'm gonna try to answer your question if I can. Okay, I'm gonna scroll through. I'm gonna start answering. I appreciate your love, brother Malik. Juice fast over dry fast, but I noticed I dry fast sometimes when I didn't have any juice. And check my pills and I didn't notice difference. All right, so dry fasting with you gotta remember you gotta give your lymph system some kind of pump. So go out there and run or do some calisthenics, something where your body is moving, okay? Because you need to stimulate that lymph. This is my 4th day, Bessie. So I started Saturday at 10. I've been going, and it's Wednesday at, maybe 9 or 10 in the morning? So I've been going 4 days and 12 hours, right? I think, right? No. So I've been going almost 4 days. 3 days and 12 hours. Saturday to Sunday, Sunday to Monday. Saturday to Sunday, Sunday, Monday, Monday, Tuesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yeah. You drink water, they won't bite. You drink cherry juice or something like that, you getting bitten. No, not just water, dude. You drink the fruit juice. Get rid of all the acidity in your body, all the sediment that's in your lymph, all the stuff that's not supposed to be there. I'm telling you, these freaking mosquitoes won't bite you, bro. I'm telling you. It's the craziest thing. I did a YouTube video and I deleted it because it looked like crap, but I'm telling you, it's the craziest thing I've ever experienced. If you're dry fasting, please realize how important it is to drink grape juice and lemon juice. If you're not drinking alkaline water, don't drink water, okay? Alkaline water is great because it has electrolytes in it and it's got minerals in it, and when you put it into your body can then use it, and it doesn't just filter it into your blood. See, that's the thing. You have to have electrolytes and things like that in the water that you drink, or it's just going to pass right through you. That's why when you drink pH water, you hold on to it a little bit better because of the electrical charge of it. It's got a higher pH. Your body can utilize it better. Okay? And if you're starting to detox to the point to where your pH is going up, then you're going to really need to start drinking grape juice and lemon juice and alkaline water, because that's the only way that you're going to continue to get that filtration that you're looking for. I'm interested in hearing some of the premonitions that you get, Mr. Malik. Okay, you want some more information on intermittent fasting? I got you, bro. So intermittent fasting is just like regular dry fasting. The only difference is the time difference is cut down. So like if I'm going on a grape juice fast, I'm trying to go for 30 days. So I've already done about 4 of the 30. So once all 30 days are done, I'm going to start intermittent fasting. So that's a 18 or 20 hour window of not eating or drinking, and then a 4-hour window of eating and drinking. So what I'm going to start eating like once I get off my fast is fruits, nothing but fruits. So in that 4-hour window, I'm just going to eat as much fruit as I physically can and drink as much alkaline water as I can. Or not as I can, but as much as I need, as much as my body's telling me that I need to ingest. And that's what intermittent fasting is. And there's several different types of intermittent fasting that you can do. There's 18, 6, 24. It's just it's a time window. Because when you're restricting your diet, you're giving your body that chance to relax and detox all the stuff that you put into your body. So if you're eating fruits and stuff and you maybe cheated or something like that, when you do the intermittent fast, you're giving yourself that window to kind of buff that out of you. You need an eye check? I would say take a picture of your eyes and try to get it as detailed as you can. Give it to me. I'm pretty good at it. I definitely have room to work, but there's this girl named Susie on the page. She's really good at doing it. So I'd recommend her. Why my hair not growing? It'll grow to a certain length and then falls out. Doctors tell me it's alopecia. That means there's some form of inflammation. I'm going to eliminate. Also, okay, something that I've noticed in people with acidity, like really bad acidity, their hair and nails start falling out and they start freaking out. Think about this for a second. Why do you have hair? Do you notice that everything that we've been talking about today is endocrine? So it's all about the glands. Do you know that every single one of your glands has like hair? Yeah, you have 2 on your head. That's why you have a lot of hair on top of your head. You have testes, right? Most people grow hair in their genital area, right? You have chest hair, right? Hair that goes throughout your whole body. That's because of your lymph system, okay? And then your armpits. I mean, I would associate that with your lymph nodes, which is a part of your thymus, which is a part of the lymph system as well. So that's why the lymph system covers the whole part of the body. Your hair literally grows from the endocrine glands. So if the endocrine glands are really acidic, and then you start growing pH, your body's literally going to get rid of all that hair and grow new hair. And that new hair is going to be completely different. I've seen people that were old, that had super white hair, and it started to fall out, and they start growing gray hair, like silver hair, and it was super strong, and it's super amazing. When you get old, there's no word for old. Because time doesn't exist. All old is acidity. You're not supposed to grow old. The only reason why people grow old is because of acidity. I've seen a picture of a woman at 36 that looked older than she did when she started detoxing at 46. It's pretty crazy. Distilled water, I wouldn't drink any kind of water other than alkaline water, to be honest, brother. Ever since my grandpa passed, I got punished on the point, so it can be some people get hit back. Oh, your premonitions and stuff. I feel you. Had a vision of a person with a sword in front of me, and a sword blade broke off, and I envisioned that before it happens. I just didn't tell him. Haha, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't eat pizza right away. I would use it as your cheat meal that you did every weekend or something like that. But definitely you can. I don't know how strong intermittent fasting is when your body's fully detoxed. So I can't give you a 100% answer, but I can't wait to get to that point and try eating pizza. Because I love pizza too. Some of my hair came back. It wasn't great. Well, you're not older. You're not to the point to where your endocrine glands are going to start producing gray hair. So I wouldn't expect you to have gray hair. I would just expect the hair that grew back to be a lot stronger and maybe a different color. Not saying that it should be a different color. Maybe is, and it's a lot stronger. So it's harder to pull out. Like if you notice people who have thin hair or they're balding, these people have thyroid issues. If you see somebody that has that little thing right here where there's no hair, it's thyroid, baby. That thyroid is having to put I don't know the details on it right now, but I'm definitely going to do some information on it and post it probably the next one. What up, bro? Just doing a live stream. All right, bro. Well, thank you for staying the whole time. Thank you for everybody who's going to watch this and who has watched this. And remember, go scroll down, watch that video of the alkaline water. This is the dude with the suit on, and he does a whole bunch of tests. It's amazing. You got to watch it. So it might be, remember how you said the fruit that you thought of was right here? You could possibly be more acidic than Bessie. Possibly. I'm not saying you are. Could be. It's a possibility. And that blue food that you said that you wanted to eat, or watermelon, because of the amount of water in it, that's probably what that's telling me, is that you need thyroid, pituitary, and whatever red is. Red, I would say the root chakra, which makes, oh no, it is. Those are the two colors that you're having problems with, because I saw your post about that, them girls. You have a problem with your sexual chakra. Trust me, I've had that problem. But it's an easy fix. So take care of that and start detoxing and try that no fat challenge, okay? Yeah, I said it. Try it. Just try it. I'm telling you, it's life changing. But yeah, I'll see y'all on the next video. Thank y'all for coming. Y'all enjoy. Woo!